on the yacht. Bad on the yacht.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Lewis. Turkoglu is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Banchero in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Jordan following McGrady's three-point attempt. Outside, Jordan hits the three-point bomb.
There's a velocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Back to Lewis. Pass to McGrady. Banchero a screen on Kukoc. A shot by McGrady, no good. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Banchero.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods.
It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jordan's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, nice work on the offensive glass. Banchero being rewarded for his efforts.
And here's Jordan outside. Good on the three-point shot. Jordan's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Hardaway. And good coming off the assist from Micheal Turkoglu.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 8. It's good. 10 points for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I spoke to the head coach for Chicago. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's McGrady after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Banchero is screened for Lewis. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Lewis outside. In the corner, it's Turkoglu. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the definition of a stretch floor. Turkoglu can play either floor spot and can stretch the floor with his shooting.
And so Turkoglu nails both of them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Butler from outside. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. The Magic trail by 3. To the inside, Lewis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just taking advantage of his body. Lewis absorbing the blow before finishing that one.
Here's Jordan. Rebound by the Magic.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Back to Hardaway. Banchero a screen on Love. And stolen by Love. Jordan looking around. Over Lewis. Misses off the left iron. Jordan against Hardaway. And stolen by Love. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and the Bulls with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Banchero dishes to McGrady. Launches it from deep. That shot, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Orlando trailing here. Here's Lewis. That's tipped. Pippen against McGrady. Pippen down low. falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. For the Magic, Shaq is checked in for Banchero. Grant comes in for Rashard Lewis. And it's Anderson in for Turkoglu. Anderson against Jordan.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's tipped. We've got 1:08 left in the first. O'Neal finds Hardaway. Grant sets a screen for Hardaway. A miss that time would have put him up. The Bulls with the lead. Fires from deep. And Tony Kukoc with the three.
A legitimate threat to burn you outside. Kukoc understands when he should take that shot.
Hardaway passes to McGrady. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's his first foul. Scottie's checked in for Orlando.
Orlando substitution, number 3.
There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grant sets a screen for McGrady. The Magic again can't hit.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
On the wing, Jordan. McGrady covering. Shot clock at 6. Up top, Jordan. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Six seconds left here in the opening quarter. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Anderson.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Rose is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Dennis Rodman. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Theus in the power forward. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Anderson dishes to Grant. Back to Anderson. Takes a three. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Anderson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
O'Neal a screen on LaVine. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And it's the Magic's ball. Outside, Scott. Pass to McGrady. Here's Grant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now it's a 3-point Magic lead. McGrady against Levine. Here's Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Bulls trail by 6. Outside, Levine. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
So tenacious on offense. Wade has a keen awareness when to fire that quick shot.
Back to Hardaway. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Levine with it. Now McGrady defending. The putback. A dunk by Dwayne Wade.
And that's a heart and hustle play. And Wade is that kind of player, getting the second chance points for his team.
Lewis. And it's Orlando with another.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Theus, the pass to Rose. And the Bulls, another 3.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Lewis outside. Back to McGrady. Over Levine. O'Neal trying to break free. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Lewis.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Rose against Lewis. Pass to Theus. Hardaway with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Stolen by Levine. Chicago calls timeout. Chicago ends up going with the new group. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for O'Neal. Grant comes in for Anderson. And Ito Turkoglu is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Jordan outside. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That's their third straight make off an assist.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Consistently productive. Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Connects from three-point range. Love's got himself on the board with three there.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Lewis with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Lewis has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Magic.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Fades back, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
From deep three-point land, Love grabs the board. And it's Love with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. The three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Turkoglu kicks to Hardaway. Lewis outside. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the triple. Lewis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And so we conclude the first half. Orlando out in front. They're up by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Chicago Bulls.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. There were a few calls they thought should have gone their way, but you can't rely on the refs to bail you out. Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. They've got a chance to retake a lead in the series, and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games. So who knows what will happen?
Not me. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And here we go, heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Finals. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Bulls trail by 6 on the court for Orlando. They've got Tracy McGrady. Lewis is out there with Banchero. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Turkoglu in at the point. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu. Turkoglu's got 3 assists tonight. From deep, Jordan drills the 3.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Turkoglu for 3. The rebound by Jordan. From deep, another 3 for Chicago.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he can close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Love up top, Lewis covering. Love the pass to Jordan. For the tie, that shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so far, Lewis has been really aggressive with the shot, and it's creating results.
Pippen against Turkoglu. Pass to Kukoc. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Orlando trailing here. He lobs it up. Kukoc with the steal. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And a great assist by Kukoc as that one goes in.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Takes the line for your Chicago Bulls.
The Magic trail by 4. Pass to Hardaway. Outside, Lewis sinks the triple. Lewis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Defense has to be careful with Lewis at the arc. A guy won't hesitate to fire if given space.
And here's Love for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Jordan against Hardaway. Pass to McGrady. Banchero, a screen for McGrady. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. And the Bulls another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Incredible.
And the Magic making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Theus. He has yet to score. On the wing, Levine. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 5. Now, here is McGrady. 12 points for him. Here's Hardaway, and Wade sends it back. Pass to Rodman. And the Bulls with another miss. To the paint, here's Shaq, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Rodman against O'Neal. It's stolen by Banchero. There is nobody in their right mind getting in the way of Shaq.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Theus. 6 on the shot clock for 3. Taps in the tray. Theus has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wade passes to Theus. Fires the 3. Turkoglu grabs the board. Turkoglu's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
Orlando making some changes. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Banchero. Scott comes in for Turkoglu. And it's Anderson in for Hardaway. Stolen by Grant. Pass to O'Neal. Stolen by Rodman. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Right side Rose. From downtown. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. We've got Derrick Rose. Also Zach LaVine out there. Wade out there with Dennis Rodman. And it's Theus in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. To take the lead, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this, like, overwhelming presence.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
LaVine can't hit. Hardaway from outside, and it's Theus with the rebound. Hardaway has gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Theus. Six to shoot. The shot, no good. The Magic with the lead. Wade with the block. The Bulls call timeout. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Thank you, Allen. And Butler sends it back. Good coach with it. Pass to Love. And another miss by Chicago. Grant with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Love outside. And here's Jordan outside. That ball's great assist by Love. Jordan's got 15 points in just the second half. Inside and stolen by Love. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Another three for Chicago.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
The Magic called timeout. So for the Magic, Banchero's checked in for Shaq. McGrady comes in for Grant. And Ito Turkoglu is subbed in for Anderson. Turkoglu outside. And stolen by Butler. From deep, Jordan, another three for Chicago.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Magic trail by 6. Down low to end the run. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Lewis against Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Love, beyond the arc. Doesn't get that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Fires the three. Goes back up. Trying again. And the layup is off. Chicago leading by 4. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Outside, Jordan. The shot is off. The Magic trail by 4. Outside Turkoglu, a deep three. That one is off. There's the shot. Another shot. Now Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
And here is Butler. Jordan outside. 5 to shoot. From 10 feet away, he gets it to go.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
The Magic called timeout. McGrady. 107 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
Jordan outside. And an intentional foul right there. Jordan fires. Love, another chance. Can't get it.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
A three-pointer. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions
from this point on.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
The Magic called timeout. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Stolen by Jordan. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Launches from deep. Butler with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 14th foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he does get the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Michael Jordan.
So much on your shoulders, you got so much on your mind. Wanna smooth it over, but you always on your grind. Stop taking